Hi, it's Kev Randall. This is the A-Level Maths Revision course, OCR Core 1. The exam paper is June 2009. We're going to go through all the questions. It's the best way to prepare for an exam. If you look at the exam questions, then pause as necessary. And when you finish, go through it again and try and do it yourself with a little help. The first question is, given that y equals x to the 5 plus 1 over x squared, find a dy dx for 3 marks. So we've got y equals x to the power 5 plus 1 over x squared. Write that as x to the minus 2. Makes it easier to differentiate. So then we've got dy dx equals, bring the 5 down, 5x, not 1 after 5 minus 4. Bring the minus 2 down, so we've got minus 2x. Not 1 after minus 2, we get minus 3. So it's 5x to the power 4 minus 2x to the minus 3. And that's the answer for 3 marks. We could write that as 5x to the 4 minus 2 over x to the 3. Either one will get you 3 marks. B, with 2y by dx squared, we differentiate again, so we go 4 times 5 is 20, x, 4 minus 1 is 3, that's plus 6x, then minus 4. So minus 3 times minus 2 is plus 6. Now we can write that. It's 20x cubed plus 6 over x to the 4. You get 3 marks for that. 2 marks for that, which gives us 5 in all. Question 2. It's on Surds, so it's actually rationalised in the denominator. We've got to express 8 plus 7 root 2. Sorry, 8 plus root 7 over 2 plus root 7 as a plus b root 7. So we're doing as root 7s. So we multiply by 2 minus root 7, top and bottom, that's the conjugate of 2 plus root 7. And if we multiply that out, we get 8 by 2 is 16, 8 times minus root 7 is minus 8 root 7, etc. Over. And we'll multiply the bottom one out. We don't have to, but we will. 2 times 2 is 4, minus 2 root 7, plus 2 root 7, minus 7. If you look at that, that's a plus b times a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared. Just a shortcut. So that cancels, that cancels. So collecting terms, that gives us 9 minus 6 root 7 over 4 minus 7, which is minus 3. That gives us 6 root 7 over minus 3. And divide by minus 3. Minus 3 plus 2 root 7. That's the answer. So A is minus 3, B is 2. So we get 4 marks for that. Question 3 is on indices. It's the rules of indices. So we've got A, we've got 1 over 9. That's expressed in 3 to the power n. So we know we're looking at powers of 3. So we know that 9 is 3 squared. So 1 over 9 is 1 over 3 squared. And 1 over 3 squared is 3 to the minus 2. Very nice. B, we've got the cube root of 3, which gives us 3 to the third. And C, 3 to the 10 times 9 to the 15. Well, 9, we're looking for 3's, aren't we? So 9 is 3 squared, so we've got 3 to the 10 times 3 squared, that's 9, to the 15, which gives us 3 to the 10 times 3 to the 30, 2 times 15 is 30, those are indices, which gives us 3 to the power 40, big number. So we get 1 for that, 1 for that, and 2 for that. Gives us 4 in all. Question 4. Solve these simultaneous equations. One's a linear and one's a quadratic. So what we do is there's the linear, there's a quadratic. What we do is we rearrange the linear and substitute into the quadratic. So the linear is 2x minus y equals 4. If we rearrange that, we get y equals 2x minus 4. And then we substitute that in the quadratic. So we substitute for y. Get 4x squared plus 2x minus 4 all squared, that's y, minus 10. So we take the minus 10 across the other side, we get equals 10. So now if we multiply out the bracket, we've got the first 4x squared, then we've got 2x times 2x, 4x squared, minus 8x, minus 8x again, plus 16 equals 10. So we've just multiplied the 2x minus 4 all squared out there. Collect terms. Divide by 2 to simplify it. So we've got 4x squared minus 8x plus 3 equals 0. Now to solve that, just go up there to solve that. Let's see if you can factorise. I've got 4x squared, so seems reasonable to look at 2x times 2x, and we'll see it's 2x minus 1 and 2x minus 3 equals 0. They're the factors of 4x squared minus 8x plus 3. So we've got x equals half and x equals the other two. find y, we substitute back in y equals 2x. Y equals 2x minus 4, and we get x equals a half, and y equals minus 3, and if x equals 3 over 2, we find that y equals minus 1. There's our solutions. And that's handy 6 marks for that. Question 5. Expand and simplify. Just multiply in brackets out. So we'll just rewrite it. Multiply these two out first. We'll multiply the x minus 3 times x plus 4. So we've got 2x plus 1 multiplied by x squared plus 4x. I'll do that by that, and that is minus 3x times that, which is minus 12. Then multiply all that by 2x plus 1, so I'll go 2x times x squared just collect terms first. X squared plus x minus 12, then multiply it out. So I've got 2x times x squared, which gives us 2x cubed. Plus 2x. Yeah, collecting terms, we get that. So that's the answer. Second one, find the coefficients for x to the 4, the expansion of that. There's a short way and a long way. We'll do it the short way. We're looking at x to the 4. So what we need to do is forget the first x, we're looking for a bracket here that gives us x cubed, which will multiply by x will give us x4. So we've got the x squared times the x, and the x times x squared, which gives us x cubed in the second bracket. Multiply that by the x, that gives us x4. So we've got x squared times 7x gives us 7x cubed there. And then we've got the 2x times the x squared there. It's 2x cubed. And 7x cubed plus 2x cubed gives us 9x cubed if you add them together. Multiply that by the x. We'll get 9x to the 4. So the coefficient of x4 is 9. We could have multiplied the whole thing out and got the same answer. So we get 3 marks there, and we'll get a further 2 marks there, giving us 5 in all. Now, curve sketching. We all get a question on curve sketching. Sketch the curve of y equals minus root x. Well, this first curve here is y equals root x. We don't want that, we want y equals minus root x, which is this one. That one there. So that's the curve we want. And second, we say the curve is y equals minus root x is stretched by a scale factor of 2 parallel to the x-axis. Sorry, B says describe a full transformation that transforms the curve y equals minus x to y equals 5 minus root x. So we go up to 5 there. And we can see it's a translation of 5 units vertically in the y direction. We've just moved it up 5 units. So we've taken y equals minus root x and moved it up 5 units. A and B. For C, it's stretched by a scale factor of 2 parallel to the x-axis. We just know that that is by inspection. That's going to be y equals minus root x over 2. Two marks to that, 2 marks to that, and 2 marks just for knowing that. Total of 6 marks. Question 7. This is completing the square. There's always a question on completing the square, so you've got to be fairly slick with this. So A, we've got x squared minus 5x plus a quarter. We've got to complete the square. So B is minus 5, so we've got x, using the formula for completing the square, x minus 5 over 2 all squared minus 5 over 2 squared plus the quarter. And that gives us x minus 5 over 2 all squared minus minus 6. B, find the centre and radius of the circle of that equation, x squared plus y squared minus 5x plus a quarter equals 0. Well, that we can see is equivalent to that. So we've got x minus 5 over 2 all squared minus 6 plus y squared equals 0. So we can see by inspection the centre is 5 over 2. And the radius is root 6. And that comes from the equation for a circle. So 6 marks there. Question 8. Solve the inequalities. First we've got minus 35 is less than 6x, plus 7 less than 1. Let's deal with the first inequality there. So we've got minus 42 is less than 6x. Take the 7 across the other side. Then deal with the other side of the inequality, that one. So there we've got 6x is less than minus 6, 7 goes across. Then we'll combine them. We've got minus 42 is less than 6x, which is less than minus 6. And so you've got 42 and 6's, so we can divide through by 6. Minus 7 less than x less than minus 1. B, 3x squared is greater than 48. Just deal with these as an equation to start with. So then we've got x squared is greater than 16. So x is greater than plus or minus 4, which if we use the inequality we get x is greater than 4 or x is less than minus 4. Three marks to that and 3 marks to that gives us 6. Question 9. I'm drawing the graph earlier, which gives an idea. A is the point 4 minus 3 and B is the point minus 1, 9. So that's point A, which is 4 minus 3. And that's point B, which is minus 1, 9. It might help you just to sketch this, just have to be accurate, just sketch it. So first I'll calculate the length of AB. We just use Pythagoras to find AB. So AB squared equals 9 minus 3 squared so the length of AB squared is the blue lines squared. So conveniently AB squared is 169, which gives AB equals 13. For 2 marks. B, coordinates of the midpoint. Well, it's the midpoint of the x coordinate and the midpoint of the y coordinate. So it's 4 plus minus 1 over 2, 9 plus minus 3 over 2. gives us 3 over 2, 3. So it's the midpoint of that and the midpoint of that, which gives us the midpoint of AB. Question C says find the equation of line through 1, 3 which is parallel to AB. If it's parallel to AB, we'll draw it there. It means it's got the same gradient as AB. So we'll just sketch a red line in there and saying that's the line through 1, 3. We'll put it through 1, 3. The gradient is the same as the gradient of AB because it's parallel. So the gradient is minus 12 over 5. So we've got an equation for the line, which is y equals minus 12 over 5 x plus c. You see where we get minus 12 over 5 from. It's the y divided by the x, it's the blue lines. So if y is 3 and x is 1, we've got 3 equals minus 12 over 5 plus c, and then rearranging that we can get c equals 27 over 5. We've got y equals minus 12 over 5 to x plus 27 over 5. The easiest way to handle that is to multiply everything by 5. So we've got 5y minus 12x equals minus 12x plus 27. Rearrange that and we get that. So we've got ax plus by plus c. A is 12, b is 5, c is minus 27. 2 marks for that. 2 marks for that. And 4 marks for that. Gives us 8. Question 10 says solve the equation 9x squared plus 18x minus 7 equals 0. We'll just sketch the equation there for later on, but first of all we'll solve it. That's the y-axis, that's the x-axis, and that's the curve. So first of all, we've got 9x squared plus 18x minus 7 equals 0. Now, there's several ways to solve that. Check, see if it factorises. If you've got 3x there, and a 3x there, by inspection almost, because 7 is a prime number, and minus 7, we know that we're looking at plus 7 minus 1, or minus 7 plus 1, and a little bit of fiddling about in inspection, we can see that that actually works. 3x plus 7, 3x minus 1. You'll always find that the constant term is a prime number, so there are 2 options. So we've got 3x equals minus 7, x equals minus 7 over 3, well 3x equals minus 1, so x equals 1 over 3. So we've solved the equation, and if we're sketching the curve, we can see that the intercepts on the x-axis there are at minus 7 over 3 and 1 over 3. So as we sketch our curve, we've got that intercept there. So B, sketching the curve, we've got that intercept 1 over 3, third. Zero, and that one minus 7 over 3, 0. So there are two intercepts on the x-axis. Now we can say that point being y equals 0, dy by dx is 18x plus 18 so x equals minus 1. So the turning point when the gradient is 0 is at y equals minus 16. So x equals minus 1, y equals minus 16, so it's there. Using differentiation to find the turning point. There, when x equals 0, by substitution, we can see that y, if x equals 0, y equals minus 7. So that's that intercept there. Look at the original equation, when x equals 0, y equals minus 7. And for D, it says for what values of x does 9x squared plus 18x minus 7 increases, x increases? Well, it's from there. As x increases from that point there, in that direction, so it's x is greater than minus 1, because that's x is minus 1. So we'll get a mark for that. 3 marks for A, 4 marks for using the information we found from A to plot B. Another mark there. 11 marks for that. Good question. Question 11. I've just sketched the curve The point P lies on the curve y equals k root x. Well, if that's y equals k root x, we know what root x looks like, so k root x is just something multiplied by root x. The point P has a x coordinate 4, and that's the normal, the curve at point P, and it's parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 0. Let's define the value of k for 6 marks. Big question, this for 6 marks. So how do we go about finding the value of k? Well, k is, so the line is parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 0. So the normal is parallel to that. So we rearrange that, we get 3y equals minus 2x. So y equals minus 2 thirds x. So that's the normal, using y equals mx plus c. So that's the gradient. Of the normal. So then we can say that the gradient of the curve is minus 1 over that, which is 3 over 2. So we know the gradient of the curve at point P is 3 over 2. So we've got y equals k root x, so y equals k root x dy dx differentiating k root x, we get dy dx equals half k x to the minus half. Because root x is x to the half. And that's equal to k over 2 root x. So x is 4, 2 root x is 4, so it's k over 4. So the gradient is k over 4, so 3 over 2 equals k over 4, because we calculated the gradient earlier on. That gives us k equals 6. So we've found the value of k by finding the gradient of the normal, the gradient of the curve, and equating that to the gradient of the curve, which we've found by differentiation. This normal meets the x-axis point Q. Calculate the area of triangle OPQ. So there's P, there's Q. Now I can see that at P, y equals k root x. 6 root 4, which equals 12. So we've got the y coordinate there of p. So p equals 4, 12. So that's 12. So we know that that's 12. So we've got y equals minus 2x over 3 plus c. So substituting there, we get 12 equals minus 8 over 3x plus c. So c equals 12 plus 8 over 3 gives us 44 over 3. So y equals minus 2x over 3 plus 44 over 3. When y equals 0, there, 0 is minus 2x plus 44, so we get x equals 22. So, to find the area of the triangle is half base times height. We've got that distance there is 22. Straightforward geometry. We've got that height there is 12. So the area of the triangle is half times 12 times 22, half base times height, which gives us 132 square units. We'll get another 5 marks for that. Which gives us 11 marks for that question. So thanks for watching. That's the complete paper. Go through it a couple of times and make sure that you're familiar with all the concepts. Thanks very much for watching. Look out for more exam papers and topics from How to Pass.